welcome to my channel, Dare to Nerd, where today I am reacting to episode 5 of The Rings of Power. But first, let's talk a little bit about the last episode, shall we? I mentioned in the previous video that I was a little surprised by Galadriel's lack of tact, shall we say, in dealing with anybody, especially political figures, considering that she is the age that she is. And I did say before that this is a younger Galadriel, so we're expecting her to not be so, wise and calm and collected. That's to be expected, and I'm not minding this driven Galadriel. That I don't mind, but it also is much more than that. She is a noble born and has had interactions with nobility before. She has a king. She has status and titles. So you would think that she would know how to navigate these social circles, these social situations a little bit smoother. Her demanding to see the king and popping off at the Queen Regent, the way she spat the word regent, she was acting more like a petulant brat than an elf of status and title. And that I kind of have a problem with. Like, I understand that encounter led to her being in the cell with Halbrand and learning what she learned from him and going to see the real king, which led to her kind of opening up with the queen. But I kind of felt like we could have gotten to that end result without Galadriel acting, to be honest, kind of stupid. I mean, who talks to the queen of the land like that in her own kingdom? Lady. You can be a driven person without being a petulant brat. I also don't really see why the queen felt so motivated to open up to Galadriel and share these major secrets with her after that encounter. It seems like that encounter would have made the queen less enticed to talk to Galadriel and agree to any proposal that she has. So that the writing of that bit I had some issues with. Another thing I wanted to discuss is a potential spoiler. So, timestamp right here to skip this potential spoiler. All right, it's more of a fan theory that I found very interesting, and it does have to do with Halbrand and why that scene in the prison might have been necessary. The theory basically stated that Sauron could be Halbrand, and that would put a much darker twist on some of his lines, like that he got his symbol off of a dead man. That could have been the truth. That scene in the cell with Galadriel, that might have been a necessary setup to reveal him as Sauron later on in the series. So that might have been why they needed them together in that space. I also think that would be a clever way for them to keep the mystery of who Sauron is, but also stay true to some of the lore and the story, because Sauron was captured and imprisoned by the Númenóreans at one point. He kind of manipulated his way into becoming an advisor of, guess who? This motherfucker! So that little interaction with Pharazôn also might have been setting up for this Sauron reveal. My biggest problem with that theory is why the heck would Sauron have been on a raft in the middle of the sea with a few human survivors. So I don't necessarily buy into the theory that Halbrand is Sauron. I personally feel like he's going to end up being one of the ring wraiths. If Halbrand is actually the descendant of the king of the Southlands, he is probably going to return and take his place as their king. I can definitely see him becoming one of the Nazgul. Alright, last thing to talk about. I am hoping that this camera is better. When I'm recording, it looks perfect. HD quality. Mwah! And then when I'm editing, it doesn't look bad either, but when I render the videos, suddenly I look out of focus. We'll see. This is a dash cam that I'm using now, and it does have a bad habit of going out of focus randomly. Hopefully for once I will actually have a clear video. Alright, that's all I need to talk about, so without further ado, let us begin episode 5 of the Rings of Power.
My great thumb. My great thumb.
No, migration. Like my great...
My great thumb! Migration!
So the only trouble is there's 100 perils between here and there.
Perils?
Like a danger.
I'm peril.
Oh.
I have to hook up my ears while you're at it and save me listening to your snoring.
Oh, stuff, I do not snore.
Yes, you do.
Come
on now, grow.
You look. Uh-oh. Who else is at that crater? They're human, I think. Okay, yeah, this guy from the promo. Uh-huh. Or lady? They, them? They got an intense look, I'll give them that. He can stand the sunlight.
How does it feel?
Like fire.
I wish you could feel like I do. Soon it will be gone.
People that know the lore a little bit better than me, like, I know that the orcs have never liked sunlight, but that went beyond sensitivity and fatigue. That was like there was smoke coming off the arm. Was that accurate? Is that the way the sun has always affected the orcs, or is that, did they make it a little more extreme here? I don't know.
I know I'm not the king you have awaited, but if you choose to stand with me and fight...
No. Fight with what? Y'all need to get out of there, run and get help. You have no weapons, you have no food. They're all terrified of the orcs.
And fight.
Yeah, that didn't seem right. A right reaction.
You will
Or
die.
solution.
I say be better to take our chances bowing to the supposed enemy.
I knew this fool would want to bow to the enemy.
Follow me. Come on. Follow me. Come on.
Wow, he managed to turn around the camp that fast. He wants to go too. It seemed a little odd that all of those people were so quick to volunteer, like, yeah, let's fight. I mean, they were quick to side with the old man too, but I could see how they would be more inclined to follow him with what he said, like, you guys will die if you fight, versus swearing fealty to the orcs will be a chance of survival. That paired with the generational trauma and racism against the elves, that pretty much cinched it. Like,
Not when I run
get the horse on the boat.
But we've far more volunteers than we could ever hope to accommodate. Half the city wants a spot on those boats.
That's surprising also, with, once again, generational, not trauma for them, but being taught to really be jealous and insecure about the elves. It was strange that so many volunteered to go off and fight this threat that is so far away because an elf has asked for them to risk their lives and fight. I expected them to need a little more convincing, to be honest.
A few moments later.
Risk Númenorian lives for some grinding Southlander and a warmongering elf will fall farther.
Ah, here it is. It's almost elven-like. Look at the design on it.
Galadriel informed us of your aspiration to unite your people.
Did she know?
That was her
I trust she
aspiration.
was not speaking in haste.
She was, as usual.
I have just convinced Numenor to send 5 ships and 500 men to aid your people and place a crown upon your head.
He didn't ask for any of that.
Take their wheels and leave them. What's it gonna take? Make a widow of somebody? Or an orphan?
Aren't you doing that if you leave him? Maybe she'll get picked off by the wolves.
We saw footprints.
In the mud.
One at a time, please.
That don't sound like wolves. Yeah! He just grabbed and tossed him. What a boss move. Woo! Yeah. Those are some weird looking wolves, man. Oh. Oh. What's happening here? It hurts him to use magic?
Come at me. We will see who can score flesh.
They're about to get their asses beat. Oh boy. She is commander of the Northern Armies, kid.
Well done, Lieutenant.
Okay, but he only did that because she was distracted with like 5 other people! He's very skilled too.
Never known a Smith's aide who could do that.
So that's another thing. Yeah, spoiler. Timestamp. Click on it. I'll give you a minute. Are they gone? Okay. So that's another argument towards the Halbrand is Sauron theory, is that Sauron was one of the few characters in Middle-earth that was both a skilled smith and a fighter. It's a rare thing. And they made a point here of Galadriel pointing that out. It's like, I've never known a smith that could do that. Because there aren't any, really, besides Sauron. We'll see. It's a possibility.
Because my father would sooner die than take orders from an elf.
Orders from an elf. When all this is ended, elves will take orders from us.
There it is.
Soon we will save the low men of Middle-earth, lift them up, and give them the king they've long awaited. A king who will be forever in our debt. wars, forests, trade, tribute. I wouldn't dare stop that, not for all the salt in the sea.
His real intentions are revealed. Man, that music change. That was some classic bad guy music there.
Can you believe it? Everyone's talking about what she did.
Do they like him now, or are they more afraid of him?
A shine to an outsider like this before.
Okay, good. Saving the old biddy's life was what it took.
Hey!
Oh no!
Stop! Please!
Is he in a trance? Oh god, is she gonna lose her hand? Oh shit! Oh god! He was in a trance. Is that her hand? Is her hand okay? Okay. I thought she was gonna lose her hand. Whoo! Okay. Seemed like the ice at least healed his arm.
To the Union.
To the Union.
Before
To the
our
Union.
wines ascend,
Oh boy.
to what do you credit this new invigoration?
I might task the same of Lyndon. Typically takes you people weeks just to decide to take a shit.
If I may.
Your loyalty to the dwarf is admirable. Does it justify lying to your king?
I wonder, High King, if it is in fact you who has been lying to me.
Ooh, careful there.
An elven warrior, with a heart as pure as Manwë, poured all his light into the tree to protect it. On the other, a Balrog of Morgoth. Lightning ensnared the tree. Forging of their conflict. Their power.
Mithril?
They say it seeped down the roots into the mountain depths, where for centuries now, it has waited.
I knew about the story about the elf and the Balrog. I didn't know that's what made Mithril.
And what if keeping your promise to his people meant ensuring the doom of your own?
Causing greater tensions with the dwarves is not going to save your people.
The blight upon this tree is but an outer manifestation of an inner reality. Our light is fading. Did the dwarves find the ore or not?
Come on, you swore not to tell him.
I swore an oath. I do not intend to let mine slip away on the basis of mere hope.
Hope is never mere, Elrond. Even when it is meager. When all other senses sleep, the eye of hope is first to awaken, last to shut.
That was a good line. You need to talk to Durin. Tell him that. Talk to the king. Oh, put that away. Elven eyes see too much.
I said it won't be dangerous. I wager it'll all be over by the time I get off the boat.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
You're only apologizing because you think, now that I've been promoted, I can get you on the expedition.
He's right. Oh, the audacity.
Fine, you get a free hit.
3.
2. Actually... that felt like 3.
You're lucky it wasn't. The third one would have been someplace a lot worse.
You're my oldest friend. And if you want to know the truth, you're probably still my best bet.
This poor guy's like, huh?
I'll take care of Beric for you, I promise.
Beric's going?
Oh, the
The
horse.
horsemaster recruited him.
Oh, took his horse, man. Oh, who is you? What's all this now? Yeah, he's sabotaging. He's gonna light the boats on fire. Really? You damn weasel? Yeah, someone's here. You're gonna kill somebody.
Are you about to burn the boat? Get out of here this moment. I won't let anyone know I saw you.
Boy? Oh no. Now grab it, Asil! Grab it! My guy! Damn! That was some hard liquor.
He was in a fishing boat. A cast must have gone up. He saved my life. He could have just left, but he saved my life.
Well, at least he was honorable enough to admit that. I'm surprised Asil didn't tell him that he was trying to sabotage everything, blow up the damn boat.
We still have 3 ships. And your father's blessing.
3 ships is not enough of an army. And she doesn't have father's blessing.
Elrond, forgive me. Forgive you that I did not tell you sooner.
He knew. He was in on it. Come on, Celebrimbor.
We believe if we can secure vast quantities of it quickly, enough to saturate every last elf in the light of the Valar.
Yeah, but mining it is dangerous. Why don't you tell him that? Mining it is perilous. What? You are just spreading that around. Are you trying to clean or are you trying to spread? I'm confused.
I was wrong to use you.
Now that you need him, you're there to apologize. This is becoming a theme.
You don't know what I did before I ended up on that raft.
Oh? Do tell.
You don't know how I survived. How we all survived.
He bowed down and swore fealty to the orcs.
My closest friend conspired with the king to exile me. And each of them acted as they did because I believed they could no longer distinguish me from the evil I was fighting.
So she kind of knows.
Long have I awaited this day. The day your kind would return at last.
Oh god, this moron.
I pledge my loyalty to Sauron.
He's not Sauron.
You are Sauron, are you not?
Nope.
You are!
Only blood can bind.
Waldrick. Waldrick, no.
He was the first to follow him. Okay, we didn't see it happen, which means it could have not happened.
There's something you don't know.
Is he gonna tell him about the blade? That would be smart. Oh! Kid, that's possibly the smartest thing you've ever done. You've seen it before? Oh, wow. Ancient stone carvings. In the tower. What is it? Show us, show us, show us! And there's Sauron.
There's a key.
It's a key?
I can survive this, Bronwyn. There is a way.
Yeah, leave. Escape.
And when they march upon us, this tower will fall.
Yeah. There it is.
You made it up, didn't you?
He did.
Lisa's been wanting a new table for years. So.
Ah! You rat bastard.
Oh, Owl's beard. Enough with the quail sauce. Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
You had to stand up on a stone.
I came for Mithril. Without it, my kind must either abandon these shores by spring or perish. Our immortal souls will dwindle into nothing.
It's like, whew, that's a lot. That's deep.
So the fate of the entire elven race is in my hands.
Don't let it go to your head.
Say that again.
The fate of the entire elven race is in your hands.
Whose hands?
Yours.
You're enjoying this way too much.
Fetch your feathery shirts. Let's start walking. Don't thank me yet.
Yeah.
Thank me after we find a way to convince my father.
Yeah. Communication is key. Comunicación.
Lord Halbrand, the Queen Regent summons you.
Alright, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? No. Forsaking your type. Nope. Aye. Glory music.
Look, his father secured him a post. Again.
Earn mine. Same as you.
Soldier. Report to the Horsemaster.
Wow, look at this headdress. Look at this helmet.
Stable suite.
Huh? Hey, you want it on the boat. Where'd she get her armor? She give the designs to Halbrand and have him make her armor? 'Cause that's the exact same one she was wearing before. Pretty sure she didn't have it on the raft. Ah, that ship. It's a cool ship. We're off to Middle-earth! So, what I took from Halbrand saying you don't know what I had to do to survive, and it changed shots to show the people from the Southland, and Adar had the old man supposedly kill the teenager as proof of his loyalty. But I'm assuming that Halbrand was forced to do something similar, sacrifice one of his people. So how's Galadriel gonna react if she learns that that's what happened? If that's what happened. I'm assuming that's what happened. Another thing with Adar, he got very angry at the mention of Sauron. Perhaps he's not working for Sauron. This is, and his incursion into the Southlands is not at Sauron's bidding. Maybe he really does just want to secure a home for the orcs. His hatred for Sauron would make sense. Morgoth is the one that tortured the first elves to make them into orcs. So Sauron directly didn't necessarily do that, but he followed Morgoth. So Adar getting angry at the mention of Sauron does make sense, but the implication is interesting. that maybe Adar is not acting on Sauron's behalf. Okay. Poor Nori had a real scare with this Gandalf character just when he finally earned the trust of the other Harfoots. It might have been an accident, but it was an accident that could have killed her or seriously injured her. I think she's starting to realize that his power is potentially dangerous. So we'll see in future episodes how that realization is going to affect her interaction with him and if she's gonna continue to bring him along with the caravan. And the blade is a key. Is there a lock that goes with it? Explain! So it's not just a weapon that grants its wielder power. It is part of some dark magic that allowed Sauron to control the people of the Southlands. That's freaky. What does that mean? Does that mean anyone who uses the blade is more inclined towards evil? Or more inclined to be loyal to Sauron? Because the old man had stabbed himself with it before and had used the blade, and he's clearly desperate to serve some servant of darkness. He said he's been waiting for Sauron's return. Oh, and Theo really looked like he wanted to follow them. He really looked like it. So I'm worried how that is going to affect Theo. So when Bronwyn said the tower will fall, it looked like she got an idea. And then we saw the orcs marching towards the tower, but they are way down there in this like chasm underneath the tower. Are they gonna drop the tower on all the orcs? Y'all have the high ground. You could do it if you hurry. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I will see you for the next video. Okay, bye!